Sticker shock alert. Imagine a college dorm room with a price tag that rivals a starter home. The University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill's latest housing project is turning heads among students, families, and even its own trustees. Here's why the new $110 million dorms are sparking serious debate, and what that could mean for college affordability going forward. UNC's campus hasn't seen brand new residence halls in over 20 years. Now, 2 new buildings are rising near Jackson Hall, collectively accommodating 700 students, a construction project funded by taxpayers. While that might sound impressive, the cost comparison is what has people reeling. Let's put this into perspective. The $116 million FNB Tower in downtown Raleigh, a luxury 22-story high-rise with nearly 240 apartments plus retail, office space, fitness amenities, even a pool and dog wash, cost just slightly more than the UNC dorms. Meanwhile, back in 2002, UNC managed to build 4 dorms for $47 million, housing 960 students. Fast forward 2 decades, and more than twice the money will provide space for only about 2/3 as many students. But here's where it gets controversial. Why does each student's bed now cost over $150,000, and most 2-person rooms ring up at more than $300,000? For context, the median house price in the region is $424,700, so a dorm room isn't far behind a full-fledged house. Even UNC's own trustees are floored. The pricing was shocking. Over $100 million for 700 beds, admitted Marty Kotis, head of the university's Budget and Finance Committee and a professional real estate developer himself. So what's driving these sky-high costs? Kotis blames a web of increasing regulations and requirements. For one, the university is obligated to meet LEED-certified green building standards, excellent for sustainability, but undeniably expensive. And there's the participation mandate for the Office of Historically Underutilized Businesses, which ensures that a portion of the work goes to minority, woman, or disabled veteran-owned companies. Both good intentions, but each layer can add to the bottom line. Another factor? UNC adopts a 50-year outlook for its buildings, prioritizing materials and designs that last for decades. While this strategy theoretically saves on long-term maintenance, it spikes the initial investment upfront, a standard higher than what many private sector projects practice. And this is the part most people miss. Unlike private developers who aggressively negotiate for the lowest possible fees from architects and contractors, public universities work differently. Through a process called qualification-based selection, teams are chosen before price even enters the conversation. Budgets are determined by looking at what similar universities have been willing to pay, not what the local market might actually require. As Kotis puts it, the pricing often feels detached from economic reality. Should public projects really be immune to market checks and balances? UNC counters that they're simply following national trends. They point to similar projects: $33 million for a dorm at Virginia Tech, $118 million at the University of Texas at Austin, a massive $326 million dormitory at the University of Florida. Still, if everyone's spending more, is it always justified? And here's another twist. Dorm life is upping its game, not only with study lounges, but maker studios equipped with 3D printers, VR labs, art and gaming rooms, and even mindfulness centers. Is this the new normal, or an arms race in luxury amenities? As Kotis Riley observes, it's a Taj Mahal mentality. One school builds a rock climbing wall, so now everyone needs one. Sushi restaurant? Better add that too. Maybe it's all gotten a little out of hand, but while campus life grows ever more opulent, families are struggling with rising costs. For in-state UNC undergraduates in 2025 to 26, annual expenses tally up to $27,766, factoring in everything from tuition and fees to books and personal costs. Although UNC offers financial aid, full assistance often stops short of expectations. Many families earning slightly above $100,000 are left to shoulder the entire bill. Take a family of 5 bringing in $125,000 a year. After mortgage, car payments, insurance, kids' activities, medical bills, and saving for retirement, expecting to stash away $300,000 for their kids' UNC dreams seems daunting if not impossible. This raises an uncomfortable question. The North Carolina Constitution aims for the university to be as far as practicable free of expense to residents. Are these high costs crossing the line? To UNC's credit, tuition has remained the same for 9 years, and the university boasts one of the nation's lowest student debt rates. 73% of grads finish without loans, versus a national average of only 45%. Yet, student debt loads still loom large elsewhere, and Gen Z graduates increasingly say these financial burdens delay buying homes, starting families, or even getting married. And here's a potential counterpoint. When adjusted for inflation and construction cost increases, up 2.3 times since 2002, the new dorm's price matches what the older one would cost today, suggesting the sticker shock is partly an issue of the times. So, what do you think? Are the plush new dorms a sign of progress, or proof that higher education is pricing itself out of reach? Should public universities rein in amenities and prioritize affordability? Or is raising standards and supporting diversity worth the expense? Let's open up the debate. Sound off with your thoughts and disagreements below. Is this the future we want for public education, or should something change?